Hello and welcome to another episode of Disney Movie Investigation. If this is your first time watching, welcome to the show. In each episode, we take a look at a movie that is featured on Disney+. On this episode, we're taking a look at Pixar's First Princess as we take a look at Brave. And if you are just enjoying these videos, I do ask that you please hit that subscribe button. That way you'll be notified with each new episode. Now, sit back and enjoy this episode of Disney Movie Investigation. So like I said, today we're covering Brave. This movie was released on June 12th, 2012. It was directed by Mark Andrews and Brenda Chapman. The production companies were Pixar Studios and Walt Disney Pictures, and it was distributed by Walt Disney Studios. The budget for this movie was $185 million, and it did a box office return of $539 million. But let's take a look at the backstory. So the movie was announced in 2008, and it was tentatively titled The Bear and the Bow, and this would have been Pixar's first fairy tale. Writer and director Brenda Chapman would be influenced by the tales of Hans Christian Andersen and the Brothers Grimm. She also took inspiration from the relationship with her own daughter. Chapman was named the first director, as well as Pixar's first female director. However, in October of 2010, she was taken off the film and replaced by Mark Andrews because of creative differences with Pixar creative John Lasseter. After Andrews was in the director's chair, he did a major rewrite of the story. He would place more focus on Merida and would remove many of the magical elements from the story. In June of 2010, it was announced that Reese Witherspoon would provide the voice of Merida, and she would work long hours trying to get it right for a Scottish accent. In 2011, however, it was announced that she would be replaced by Kelly MacDonald. Witherspoon would later state that she was unable to get the Scottish accent sounding perfectly right. In the design for the film, Pixar animators would create 3 original tartan patterns for the film, and Disney would register Dunbarton tartan with the Scottish Register of Tartans. The score for Brave was composed by Patrick Doyle and was performed by the London Symphony Orchestra, and the recording would include traditional Scottish instruments, including bagpipes, the solo fiddle, and the Celtic harps. Disney would release a soundtrack of the score on June 19th, 2012. So let's take a look at the cast. So we have Kelly MacDonald providing the voice of Merida, Emma Thompson providing the voice of Queen Eleanor, Billy Connolly providing the voice of King Fergus, Julie Waters providing the voice of the Witch, Robbie Coltrane providing the voice of Lord Dingwall, Craig Ferguson providing the voice of Lord Mackintosh, and Kevin McKidd providing the voice of Lord MacGuffin. In terms of the plot, Princess Merida is the impetuous but courageous daughter of the Scottish King Fergus and Queen Eleanor, who is a skilled archer and who wants to carve out her own path in her life. Her defiance of an old age tradition against the Highland lords and leads to chaos in the kingdom. Merida seeks help from an ancient eccentric witch who grants her an ill-fated wish. Now, Merida must discover the true meaning of courage and undo a beastly curse before it is too late. So in terms of the legacy, this film would go on to win that year the Best Animated Feature Academy Award, and the characters would live on past the movie as they would appear in several video games, including Disney Magic Kingdoms, Disney Infinity, Disney Heroes Battle Mode, Disney's Sorcerer Arena, and Merida was a secret character in the Lego video game The Incredibles. The characters would also appear in other Disney projects, including Merida would appear in the TV show Once Upon a Time, played by Amy Madison. Merida would also make a cameo in the animated Sophia the First, and Merida would also make a cameo in the Disney animated Ralph Breaks the Internet. Merida would also do meet and greets in the Disney parks. In Disneyland, Merida would appear beside It's a Small World, and in Disney World, she would appear near the Rapunzel's meet and greet area, and that's the area that she replaced. So it's right almost next to the castle. So would I recommend this movie? I think this movie is often goes underrated, and it gets often overlooked. Pixar was able to create a world that was visually stunning, but also had very rich characters and culture. I love the story about the mom and the daughter, and who are similar, but they've just stopped communicating. I like how the story is able to show a character arc and develop their relationship, and finally able to connect with each other by the end of the film. I like the animation. It's definitely breathtaking, especially with Merida. Like, I can't imagine the amount of long hours animating Merida's hair. It's really stunning, and it is a work of art. I also really like the message that it sends, as it is a strong female story, and it shows that the females are interested in more than just dating guys and finding the prince. This shows that Merida is more interested in developing a relationship with her mom and carving her own destiny. Definitely recommend this one. And if you haven't seen it in a while, I definitely recommend you retake a look at it. I admit myself, I didn't like it first time, but after examining it for this video and then really kind of taking a deeper dive, I really appreciate the art form that is Brave. So thank you so much for joining us here on another episode of Disney Movie Investigation. I would love for anyone to please leave a comment below on what they think of Brave. And as we look forward to our next episode, we are going to be taking a look at one of our Planet of the Apes series, as we're going to take a look at the Tim Burton reboot, The Planet of the Apes. So until next time, I hope you have a magical day, and we will see you real soon.